I hope I can be very transparent this morning because God knows I am grieved in my spirit right now. Like, so grieved for the last couple of days as I watch and hear about the shootings and the killings of black men that's been going on for many years. Thank God for people who video record. I know we used to talk about it so much, like that people video and don't help, and which is true, but I'm so grateful for them because there's so much that's been going on that people will never even hear about because it wasn't recorded. I know it's 10 in the morning, and yes, I'm drinking, and I'm drinking because I'm troubled with even hearing my kids. My cousin James just left here last night. Well, really, like this morning, in the middle of the night. And him and my daughter Crystal. It broke my heart to hear what they said. And I said, my God, how many more of you have that same attitude or way of thinking, like, what can we do? I heard my daughter say, and her and James, they kind of laughed. And I'm not putting them on blast like this, but it grieved my spirit even more because it's like now I got to worry about, I got kids that is so numb and desensitized, like a lot of other people in this world. The only thing you can say is, what can we do? Heard my cousin say, shoot, excuse my language, but shoot, niggas get killed every day. And it struck something in me. It struck something in me to hear him say that. And I thought about it. Niggas get killed every day. Like it's okay. And that's the truth. We get mad when other races kill us, but when we killing ourselves, it's like, heck, niggas get killed every day. This is the norm for us, and it shouldn't be. Until we get a hold on what is driven behind this, which is hate, until we kill that spirit. And the only way we can kill it is in love and with love. And God been dealing with me because at first when I wanted to do a video, it wasn't going to be good. And I'm just going to say some things that probably the church won't talk about. I wanted almost every white police officer killed. And that's just my reality. One thing I do, I'm honest with me. I'm honest with how I feel. I'm never ashamed to say it. It may not be politically correct. 9 times out of 10, it won't be. But it's honest. It's how I feel. One thing you don't never have to worry about me daggone pulling the daggone cape over my head. You gonna see me. If that's how I feel, you gonna see me. And that's how I felt at that time. And I wrestled in my sleep because God wasn't pleased with that. And I had to understand love covers a multitude of sins. Then it even went back so deep as, who do you think killed Christ? It was Europeans that killed Christ. Oh, I guess y'all really thought Christ was white. Okay. Do your own study, do your own research, things they won't tell you about. But even while he was on the cross, he stated, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But as I got back to my kids and the thinking of my kids, and that they feel like this, what can we do? Ain't nothing we can do. Niggas get killed every day. I said, wow, what if Martin Luther King felt the same way? What if Malcolm X said the same thing? What if these people who sacrificed their lives that we probably will never hear about for our rights. What if they said the same thing? Please forgive me, but this is where I'm at right now. Where the hell would we be if they said the same thing? And that's one thing I said to my kids. I said, dang, I'm glad Martin didn't say that. I'm glad, Malcolm X didn't say that. I'm glad Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman didn't sit up here and say that. I'm saddened. I was looking at my son the other day and almost losing him before this really hit me. I'm like, damn, my son don't always do the right things and live right. But damn, I got to worry about if my son walk into the store and if he just, because he got a tattoo on his face, even though it's very small and it says pain, and that came from his little brother passing, which was my son. And they sit up here and automatically think it's a teardrop or something, or think it's daggone, what if my son, don't make it home? All these killings by these officers is really triggering my PTSD. And I'm so serious. I'm not trying to be funny. It is, because the first thing I said, Lord, please don't let that come to my doorstep. And it's painful that I'm feeling for these other people pain, and people don't understand. I hurt for other people for real. Don't let that come to my doorstep, because mentally, that I fight for mine. And I know it wouldn't look like it's looking now. It wouldn't be pretty. That's why I asked my son, I just said, baby, whatever you do, Kevin, please comply. No, don't try to exercise your rights, because black people, let's be honest, we can't exercise our rights. I told him, we'll deal with that in a civil suit later. Comply with everything. Keep your hands up at all times. I don't give a damn if they tell you to reach for your ID. Keep your hands up. Tell them to go into your pocket and get your ID. Whatever it is, do not move, don't comply, don't say nothing, don't argue back, even when you know you right. Don't do it. Because the same thing for them, white people, it don't work for us. They can try to exercise their right. They can exercise their right, cuss them out, pull guns and everything, and nothing happens to them. We can't do the same thing. So I said, son, regardless if you just walking up the street, now I got to worry about my son walking up the street. I got to tell my son, hell, don't call the police. I don't believe in all that police calling anyway, but if you got to, now I'm like, damn, don't even call them. I have to think like this now, and it's scary, and it saddens me that I got nephews and nieces. Shoot, they killing women too. Daughters. My nieces and nephews up in D.C., Dang, I don't want this to be your reality. Just comply. My heart is grieved right now for the world that I live in, and knowing that I have grandchildren now. And I have boys that's on the way, and this is what they got to grow up in. See, that's why I'm kind of blessed, and I'm not even kind of. I know I'm blessed. I understand why I got the fight that I have in me. I don't let nobody mess with me. I don't care. I protect mine, and I'm going to protect me. I hate the fact that I got to a place where I was happy. And I'm just about to be real transparent. And I feel bad because both of my great-grandmothers were white. But I was happy about those white cops that got killed. Can I just be real? I was so happy. I was so happy. And they probably was against racism? I don't know. I was saddened about the Hispanic cop that got killed. Guilty by association, huh? Well, we know that all too well. I'm ashamed to say it, but I was happy. And I even stated, hell, we need to be doing that more often. Let's start taking these white racist ass cops out. That's what I said. And God moved on me again because he kept letting me know where I'm taking you. You cannot feel that way. What I have in store for you, you cannot be that way. Azim couldn't even wonder why. He was like, Dad, won't you go to sleep? You know, I can't sleep because my spirit is grieved. And I'm also in a spiritual battle with myself because my flesh is wanting to hate. And my spirit is like, you can't do that. And the truth is, we can only fight this hatred with one thing, and that's love. Love covers a multitude of sin. Love endures all things, and all means all. So I am praying for myself, and I'm praying for everybody that's starting to develop this hate spirit and feel like it's justified. Even though we can say, heck, okay, but it's not justified. It's not justified. We got to do better. I just ask God to pour out his love upon this land. Pour that love spirit upon this land. Let it dwell and abide in us that we can give it out. I renounce and curse the spirit of hate and everything that comes with it. For I know we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities in the universe. And Lord, I just ask for the power of love to be drawn in all of us. Be blessed.